Good morning, children. Myself Shalini. I'll be taking science for your class. Hope you all are doing well in this quarantine days. Let's have a bridge course session so that in this session you will be giving some worksheets. So to solve all the basic things that you have studied in 7th standard. So once we get thorough with this basic things, we'll step into actual syllabus of 8th standard. Okay. So in the very first slide, you see the definition of what is soil. So how do you define soil, children? Soil is the mixture of many things. So what does this many things mean? It consists of particles of rocks, different microorganism and organism plus humus and nutrients are found in the soil. I want you people to practice this definition. Okay. So here, mixture of many things. So it includes particles of rocks. When you immerse a soil in a water and shake it well and keep it aside for a keep it aside. So what happens after few minutes? You can see that layers of the soil, right? So in that you can see these layers. You can find out humus and rocks is settled in the bottom. So I think you people have did this experiment in your 7th standard, right? So just go through this definition once, okay? In the previous slide, you got to know what is the definition for soil. So now coming to the next slide, here you can see soil is getting dirt, okay? Soil is getting polluted. So in the picture you can easily make out, right? Maybe it is a beach side, I think. So it has been polluted. So how do you define this soil pollution? So polythene bags and other plastic products and chemicals, pesticides pollute the water. So these are the basic agents, pollute, polluting agents which causes soil pollution, right? This may be caused due to human interference, okay, and chemicals emitted out of industries and pesticides that we use for crops that has been settled in the soil and this and pollute water also sometimes, right? Okay, now you can see in the slide that is soil profile. So in this soil profile, it is actually a vertical section of a soil. Okay, you know the what is vertical and what is horizon, right? In the vertical section of the soil, you can see these layers. First layer will be humus. Next is a topsoil, which is very fertile and where exactly the plant grows. And subsoil just below the topsoil and weathered rock fragments below the subsoil, and below this weathered rock fragments there is a bedrock which is very hardest part of the soil. Okay, so this is said to be horizon. Okay, a horizon, b horizon, c horizon, d horizon. So what does a horizon consist of? That consists of humus. It is a dead end decay particle of a plant or animal. Okay, living creatures, inorganic minerals, soft, and it is porous. What do you mean by soft? If you touch a soil, you feel that softness in that soil. Okay, it will be very moisture, soft, and porous means which allows the water to get inside it. It has a small holes that is said to be porous. Next, coming to B horizon, that is minerals. It consists of minerals, less humus compared to the A horizon, and it is bit harder and compact. It is very tight. Okay. Next is C horizon. It is partially altered parent material. So it is partially altered parent material. So it consists of few rocks in it. Okay. And D horizon, it is unweathered parent material. Unweathered in the sense you all know the definition of weathering, right? It is a small rocks breaking into small particles uh, due to the continuous rain and sunlight. This process is said to be weathering, right? It converts into soil. So this is unweathered parent material which is very hard. Fine. So this is about the soil profile. How you can define soil profile? That vertical section of soil is called soil profile. Yeah, in previous slide I said about the weathering of rock. So you can link that definition here. So how the soil is been formed? Okay, in this picture you can see there is a rock, and you can see some cracks on it. So what happens when there is a crack? You can see there is a space for something. So that something is nothing but when rain comes, what happens? The rainwater has been stored in that cracks. So water enters into that cracks, and what happens when the temperature cools down? It freezes, and when it freezes, what happens? It occupies some space, right? Then it expands the rock. Okay, it not rock. Actually, it expands the crack. Crack deepens, more water enters, and again it freezes. So now the crack has been expanded. So automatically, when it expands, what happens after after water heats up due to temperature high? It goes deeper into the rock, and again the cracks has been expanded. So due to this expansion, what happens? The rock breaks. And when the rock breaks, what happens? And again, if this process continues, so the rocks is converted to soil. So this process is said to be weathering. Here see, soil is formed by breaking down of rocks naturally by the action of wind, water, and climate. The nature of any soil depends upon the rocks from which it has been formed and the type of vegetation that grows in it. So the types of soil, you can see there are various types of soil. Apart from the types of soil that is mentioned in your syllabus, there are still more variety of cells or types of cells seen in the nature. Okay, this depends, the type of soil depends upon the rocks from which it has been formed. Okay, and also the type of vegetation that grows on it. Okay.